welcome to your Straight Razor Edge Friday special pre-shave, your first straight razor shave. Hey, Eric here with Adventures in Wet Shaving, and welcome back. It's good to see you. My one word is heart, and I put my heart into everything I do. And I believe every time you shave with a straight razor, you're getting a better shave. Stay tuned to the end. I have a question for you. Let's look at my pre-shave routine starting right now. Number one, my towel setup. This is how I place my towels. I've got this first little one and I just fold it as a square and we put that right here. Next up, I've got this other little towel and it is folded in thirds, and that is going to go right here just like that. And then my main towel for cleaning off my razor, again, folded in thirds. Now, notice this isn't a new towel. This towel is a replacement for my original towel, which I've been using for quite a long time. And let me show you that. So here is that towel. Look at this, okay? This is why we don't use good towels to clean off straight razors. Yeah, this is just bad. And if that was my wife's favorite towel, I would be in trouble. Now, here's the thing. Want you to be sure and don't pick one of your wife's favorite show towels to clean off your razor with. Go ahead and find something like I did that is used and it's old and it really won't matter when I cut it up. This will be fine. Number two, clean off your razor wax. We will be using my Frederick Herter & Son Ace of Spades number 49. That is bone with inlay. This is a 15/16 blade, and that is a full hollow. Now, you see all that gunk on this? All over it? That is my razor wax. Now, we're going to clean that off. So what I'm going to do is rotate that blade around like that, and we take a couple of squares of tissue paper, and I'm just going to lightly rub that off. And when you come here to the blade, you're going to pinch it, but don't get that edge. All right, you want to keep that edge away from anything because you need to be aware of where that edge is at all times. Now, I'm also going to clean up inside here like this, and we're going to fold over that tissue paper and we're going to feed it through like that. Now we're going to clean this side, turn it over, and we're going to now clean the other side like that and pull it out. Now this razor is almost set. I will use my new towel, which is actually new to me. It is not a new towel. Now that razor is ready to be used. Nice and clean, no rust, in business. Now I'm going to lay that on top of that towel. We're going to take this towel, put it over that one. Number three, prepping your soap. Remember to use a good name brand soap, well recognized in the shaving community, and don't use regular hand soap or bath soap. The next question is to bloom or not to bloom. Derby is a hard soap and I would bloom it. Normally I do bloom all my hard soaps, and in general, I will bloom them in the tub they came in. However, with Derby and Arco, since it's a shave stick, I can just cut off a sliver press it in the bottom of the bowl, and then I'm in good shape, just like this. I have heard that putting your soap in a separate bowl is the best way to preserve your soap because you don't get it wet. And that is what I've done with both Derby and Arco. Next up, this is Wet the Face, and this is Vintage Barbershop. Now this one, let's look at it. It actually is really soft. You see that? I'm able to push my finger into that, and this would be a good candidate to not bloom because it is so soft. Now what I do with this one is I will get my brush wet, swirl it around in there maybe 10-15 times, and then this one is good to go and you'll have enough soap on your brush. Now let's look at Taylor of Old Bond Street, and this is the Grapefruit Shaving Cream. Yep, now this is a shaving cream, so if we look at it, here's what we got. This is really soft, and it would not be a candidate for blooming at all. What I've always done is gone around the outside here, you can see it. I just put my finger in there and scoop some soap out and put it in another bowl to lather it. Next, we're gonna bloom Derby. So I've got that pressed down in the bottom of that bowl. We're going to get about a 1/4 inch to 6 millimeters above that piece of soap, just like that. And we're gonna let that sit right here and bloom while I am taking my shower. Number 4, prepping your brush. First, you'll need to pick your brush, and you can either pick a natural hair brush or a synthetic brush. This is the Adventures in Wet Shaving King Brush. Yeah, it is beautiful hand-turned handle. That is a 24 millimeter premium bore knot. It is just fantastic. Now, with these natural hair brushes, you do have to break them in, and they will need to be soaking before the shave. And I would normally soak it from here down. I won't get the handle or the knot where it's glued in. I won't get that wet. Next, this is the Connecticut Quarter Brush. This is a brush I made out of an old handle. That is a 22 millimeter Maggard razor synthetic knot. And now these synthetic knots, number 1, don't need to be broken in. Number 2, don't need to be soaking. Yeah. If you're looking for a low maintenance brush, my first choice would be a synthetic knot. This is a splash and go. You just get it wet and you can go to town with it. It will dry quicker than a natural hair brush, and it will lather better in hard water if that matters to you. Number 5, stropping your razor. Let's get the Imperial LaRocca Premium English Bridal Strop set up. First thing we do is warm up the leather. Just like this, we're going to just rub our hand on it and get it nice and warm. There we go. Nice. Now, again, you don't want it flopping down like this. You're going to want to hold it nice and flat and straight. Then we're going to do 60 laps on the smooth leather side. We're going to come down with the spine. We're going to roll the edge in. Then we're going to take off and go down to the bottom. We're going to roll on the spine and we're going to come back. And that's how we're going to strop this. Now, we don't have to go 100 miles an hour either. So take your time, enjoy it. You're going to hold it with these 2 fingers. You're going to wrap your hands around the handle like that, and that will work. Now, I want you to listen to the strokes, and we'll see if there's a different sound on each side. That means we're doing something different on each side. But let's go ahead and check it out. We'll get this razor stropped up. There's 60. And as we're doing this, you can gain speed once you master the moves. All right, but start off slow. You want to take care of that strop, and what you're going to do is, as you're moving that razor, you're going to always keep your eye on the blade. This razor is ready to go. Number 6, I will prep my beard. Wash off your face with a mild soap so that the potassium hydroxide and sodium hydroxide can mix with the oil in your whiskers, neutralize it, and remove it. Now I'm going to take this little piece of Irish Spring. We're going to go ahead, get that wet, and we're going to put that on the beard. Just like that. I just rub it in like it was a shave stick or something. And then I'll work that in to those whiskers just like that. And we'll let that set for a little while and rinse it off. There we go. Get that nice and dry before you lather up. Normally, I would do this in the shower, and I would start by washing my hair and getting that clean and rinse that off. Then I will lather up my face and get a nice lather on that, leave it there, finish washing my body, and when I'm done, rinse everything off, and that beard is prepped. Like this video if you enjoyed it or found it helpful. Now my question for you, if you're new to straight razor shaving, or you've been around a while and this series didn't answer all your questions, please let me know down in the comments so I can add them to the other questions I've been asked while I was making this series. And I will make a follow-up video including your question. Stay tuned for the next Straight Razor Edge Friday special, your first straight razor shave, pass 1, 2, and 3. Click up here to see my latest video. Click on this one to see a video specially picked out for you. Click on this one to see my 2020 Shaved In Tour. Have a great shave and a good day, and I will see you next time on Adventures in Wet Shaving.